Can I ask you something? Why is being yourself, or being myself, or being ourselves is very hard? The last video I mentioned that why I started, many will have a question like why you need a social media platform to be yourself. Why can't you be yourself in the real world? I'll answer that question. Oh, it's morning. It's 10 o'clock today, and I'm sitting in my living room or a hall, and I'm talking to you guys. After the comments, the response I received from the last video, it is actually feeling quite real, like I am actually talking to some people. So before it was feeling like I'm talking to no one. So I pretend someone is there and I used to talk to the camera like that. Now it is feeling like real. I'm talking to real people. Don't know how much I'm grateful for that. I'm really, really, really grateful and I feel very blessed about it. Thank you so much. It pushed me to make this video about the scripts, to make scripts and then talk to the camera if it's difficult, and my fluency was good, and received a comment from the States, and it feels really, I feel really great. I know it's a little bit, a small milestone, but you know what? I will celebrate that milestone. And I'm feeling really grateful. Yeah. Back to the question. Why you need a social media platform in order to be myself? You can damn be yourself in the real world. That's a great question. So I'm going to share with you some things which I'm telling you before. These reasons I'm sharing with you is not blame shifting. You can take action about it too, but I'm stating only the reasons, the circumstances which may have pushed us to not be ourselves. People will have many different reasons according to their environments and conditioning. I am picking out three major reasons what I have gone through and what I have seen commonly. The first thing is the childhood trauma. I'm feeling a little fearful and very much vulnerable about talking about this. Many people may have experienced different traumas in their childhood. So why I'm a little bit worried and afraid is I say may or may not, they'll see or not, can be turned against me because my parents are thinking that they have given me the best life with whatever they can. Yes, they have. But emotionally, I deserved better. My parents, mainly my father, what he did was wrong. I faced a lot of emotional and physical abuse. I don't know whether I can use these words, but physical abuse for me is slapping and beating in a really small age where I cannot differentiate between its care or as a teaching, its conditioning, its love. I really don't know. Really many things to talk about this topic, but I'm going to do that in the next video. In the following video, I'm definitely going to do it. Whatever happened in my really small age, it demolished my true self. It made me to keep things to myself without sharing to others in a really small age. Processing those feelings and being silent. I used to be fake and suppressing every emotion I felt in order to fit in. Maybe that's why, because I'm good at acting. This is actually really heavy for me to talk about this. But I will share you one incident which happened in my childhood. So in my young age, not young, I'm already young. In my childhood, like when I was 9 years or 8 years old, so I asked my father for a ink whitener. In those times, there were kind of a whitener, which is like a ink whitener. We will used to write with the ink pen, right? Camlin or something. So to erase, it is easy to erase with that whitener. We used to make a lot of mistakes. Instead of striking, if I strike, there will be a whole page only with a strike through of words. To avoid that, I asked my dad so many times for an ink whitener, and he bought me the ink whitener. I was really happy to take that whitener next day to school, and it felt like, you know, some achievement. Like, so I'm having that whitener, so I can really fit in with that whitener because every other classmates had that whitener. I was really very happy to take that whitener and go and use it. I was really happy. It was a normal day at school. I was learning. I was using the whitener. It was great. And there will be the school desks were flat with a desk. There will be under desk a space where you can keep your things, your notebooks and everything. What I used to do is that I used to keep my purse where I have my pen and everything and notebooks. Everything will be in my desk. In the 5th period or 6th period, we used to shift classes in order to combine with the other classes for I think Tamil periods. Some people used to go there. This classroom where my classroom was actually empty. So I used to go to the other classroom, 2 or 3 classes across it, the same way, in the same corridor, but 2 or 3 rooms across. So I used to go there. What mistake I did is that I emptied all the notebooks in my bag and I forgot to take that whitener and put it in my purse. I just left it in my desk. It's my desk, but other people will come and sit in my class because my class was occupied by Hindi students. So, and I was in first bench, so it is easy. Like, people sit in first bench easily. If it was in the last bench, I would have escaped. But it was, I kept it in my desk, and when I came back, and I realized that I kept my whitener there when I was in my other class, and I searched for my whitener and it was gone. Disappointed. Why do these people just stole it if I'm keeping in my desk and everything? I was a little bit worried what my father will say, but not much. I don't know why, but not much. I was not that much worried, but I was in the thinking that when I go home, I will tell my father this and all has happened. I did not think about the consequence. So I went home, and in the terrace there will be a room next to my, in the terrace there will be two rooms. In the terrace there will be a table, a wooden table, and next to that there will be a room where we will use to learn and everything. My father and I was outside beside that table. He was doing something, some kind of work or teaching me something. I don't remember that much, but he was doing some work and I was bit worried, hesitant to tell him, but I told him that I lost my whitener and I was about to tell him that this has happened. But you know what happened? He just gave me a good slap, good one. I used to be very small, only 9 years or 8 years old, and his hand will be bigger than this. He gave me a very nice slap, and how it felt like is, it felt, I can imagine it. It felt very really dizzy. I still remember that I just catch some shelf. I went into the other room. I just catch one shelf and I was looking like this, and I was like, my eyes were dizzy and I was like this, and I just felt like I did not know the reason. I did not know what he meant. I just got a slap. I did not receive an explanation, an apology, nothing. I was about to tell him that I was about to tell everything that this and all happened. I kept that widener and I went to the other class and someone stole it. I came for consolation, but I got something very different, and my brain just altered from that time. Sharing this is making me feel very much vulnerable and fearful and guilty, but yet I'm sharing this. This incident, and there were many kind of incidents, but this incident, it just made me to stop being myself, because being myself is not being myself is not acceptable. If I be myself, there will be a lot of humiliation and abuse. I stopped being myself in a very young age. Incidents have made me to keep everything to myself. Instead of sharing, being natural, it made me very constrained to obey everything. These things would have happened for you too. Not the exact thing, maybe worse or maybe similar, but not be themselves or ourselves in this real world. I will be talking about other two things, other two major reasons, but I will talk that in the following videos, because sharing this made me really uncomfortable and it just evoked my older feelings. I'm just stopping here with that. In the part 2, I will just explain to you the next two reasons. These things I shared because I want to be stronger. I want to share this to others. And I don't know, I'm sharing this makes me feel good. Makes me feel free. At least I have this platform. Who knows? No. I'll share you the next two things in the next two reasons in the part 2 of this video. And even if you have experienced these things, it does not mean you are wrong. You are the wrong one. No. They are the wrong ones and they were not in a good mental state to handle you. We can't do anything about it. We can't go to the past and change it. We can be our own father and mother and change ourselves. That's it we can do without transferring this trauma to your children. That's all we can do. See you in the next video. Wait for the part 2. Bye.